Hi, everybody, and welcome to Rose Sky Tarot. Now, these cards are the ones that I've popped out or I've been drawn to for the reading of Taurus for the 4th of February 2019. Now, this is my interpretation of these cards, and they may not suit everybody's personal situation, but if there are similarities here to what's going on in your life, then there could be a message in here for you. Now, enjoy, and I'll see you later. Okay, let's have a look at these cards now. Now, these cards are from the bottom of the deck, and I'm going to use them as an indicator of what the reading should be about. So we have the Eight of Swords in reverse, the King of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Now, do you feel that, there's so many different things going on just now that you just feel that you want to give up and walk away? And you could feel that people are talking about you. And are you maybe expecting problems? Are you maybe expecting arguments? And even though, they may not be forthcoming, it seems that you may be always on the lookout, always on the defence, because you expect to be attacked in some way. Now, in your eyes, is this maybe just being practical? That you feel that this is such a certainty that people are going to, have a go at you. That being ready and having ideas and replies or things to do or say back is just being practical. Because in moving on to the Ten of Pentacles, do you feel that everybody round about you is just being false? And they're just pretending to want to be around you? That, they're just really there to have a go every so often. And it's practical for you to want to keep them at arm's length because, this is all a pretense. They don't really like you. Now, that is a view of this person. It may not be what everybody else is thinking, but it's what this person is thinking. So let's move these cards over to the side and see what the cards are saying. Now we have the Two of Swords in reverse, the World card, and the Four of Swords in reverse. Now, are you, or is this person maybe ignoring things round about you? That maybe you're not seeing the reality of the situation and you're refusing to believe that, people are being genuine with you. Because are you feeling that everybody is looking at you? Do you feel that possibly there's a little bit of, paranoia there, that you feel that everybody is focused on you and, nobody else is seeing it apart from you? But that is not possibly the view that everybody else has. And you feel that a lot of things are being said with the swords continuing here, that, everything that's happening needs to have careful consideration because, you don't really believe what's being said. Now, do you feel that everybody's looking at you and talking about you and, you know, giving a false impression of themselves because they feel the need to be nice to you? Does this is something, are you going through a period in time where life is a little bit difficult? That you really need to, take time away from yourself and rest, and recoup, an even keel. But in moving on to the next set of cards, we have Justice in reverse, the Five of Cups, and the Seven of Wands in reverse. Do you maybe feel that, there's an imbalance within you? That, even though people feel that you need a rest, and possibly you feel that you need a rest and time away from people as well. But because you're not believing and thinking that everybody's focusing on you and talking about you, how you're viewing everything is slightly off skew because you don't believe anything that people are saying. So life's a little bit complicated just now. It's a little bit off skew. And could it be that you feel that you've lost a huge part of your life, more than you've managed to retain? And you could have so many regrets about certain things and, angry and sad at the same time because that person is no longer with you. And I feel that this is a person because this is a Cups card. So there could be a real feeling of loss here, more than you can handle. It's a great weight on your shoulders. And moving on to the Seven of Wands in reverse, you could be overreacting to things that people say or do. And it's not because, you mean it. It's because you're in such a place of distraught feelings, and possibly feeling guilty and, feeling really low, that you don't really have the reserves, the buoyancy of character that you would normally have. So your feelings are extremely sensitive. And it's very easy to overreact and, to be offended and end up in a fight for no reason. Now let's move down to these cards here. And we have the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Judgment card, and the Seven of Cups. Now, are you maybe struggling to process everything that's been going on because you're so overwhelmed by whatever the loss is that, dealing with all the challenges and dealing with all these thoughts and feelings that are travelling through you, that, it's difficult to move away. It's difficult to find the steps to take you away from the situation. And it could be that with the judgment card straight behind it, that this is something that you're gradually beginning to realise. That this is a struggle for, your personal growth. Because this has been an awful situation. And this is a difficult situation to get past. And it will take time. Because you don't know who to trust at the moment. Everything's just so overwhelming. And, having a little bit of time to rest and recuperate, and find the reset button on yourself a little bit, to relax, to give yourself time, to realise that there has been an ending here, but there's also the time for the beginning, and that's about to start. But that takes for you to be in the place to move forward, and that'll take time. And the time will come where existing is no longer enough for you, because you will have moved on. You will have grown in strength. And, existing won't be something that you want to do anymore, because you'll want to flourish. You'll want to have fun in the future. You'll want to, socialise with people and laugh and, go on holidays and bring colour and brightness and passion back. And you may not see it now, you may not feel that you've got the strength for all of this. But you don't know what's going to happen in the future. And then moving on to the Seven of Cups, there are so many different ways that you can take your future. There's so many different passions or desires that you have that are still waiting for you to find them. And some of them may be more realistic than others. But whatever it is that you have a desire to do in your life, it's sitting there waiting for you. It's just waiting for you to make a decision of which one you want to try first. And moving on to the next set of cards, we have the Three of Cups, we have the Five of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Now, have you began to move on? And one of the things that, you feel you want to awaken within you and bring things back into your life is that, are you wanting to spend time with friends and family? And begin to savour the moment with them and enjoy their company. And bring a little bit of variety and fun back into your life. And, even though there's been so much loss and so much removed from your life, and there has been concerns that you've been taking care of yourself through all of this, and you haven't been asking for help and possibly even rejecting it when it's offered. Because people have realised that, things have been overwhelming and they've needed to give you time, to realise that they were there and, they're there for you at any time because they're your family, they're your friends, and they want to support you, they want to have fun with you, and it's good to see that you're moving away from this vulnerable place that you're in. Now, that's not to say that there won't be setbacks in moving on to the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. There's always going to be moments where, things get a little bit out of control. You're feeling maybe a little bit defensive, or, arguments just arise because something has irritated you. That's natural because you've been through a trauma. So there's going to be times where, that there is the odd argument. There is the odd moment where you're feeling overwhelmed. And that is natural. These people here, these friends, these family, are wanting to help you through this, if you'll let them. Okay, let's bring these cards back. Now we had the Eight of Swords in reverse, the King of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Now, things have been difficult, and that there's so many things being said that you just think that everybody's talking about you. And you can see, difficult moments and arguments, and, you can see them all just sitting there waiting to happen. And, that could be a defence mechanism for you. That could be practical for you at this moment in life to make it a little bit easier to have your defences there against whatever you see could pop out at you. Because you don't really believe that people care that much about you. You don't believe that people want to help you, through this moment of trouble. But the thing is that, it is clear that people do want to help you. They want to help you through this bad time and back into the pleasant, wonderful life that everybody knows is yours for the taking. Okay, I'm messing my cards up here. There we go. All right. Now, please take care with whatever it is that you are deciding to do and whatever you want to explore, and take care of yourself. There is no rush to get past this tomorrow. Take your time, do it in your own time. Because your friends and family will be there for you to help you through this to a new beginning. All right, I'm going to go now, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Taurus.